5 psi at like 2100. We're gonna make 10 psi at like 2500. We're gonna make 15 at 3000, okay. And then like just add 5 psi every like 500 rpm. Gotcha. So like there's almost like there's spool instantly because we still have twins, so it's upgraded turbos, but it spools, but then it keeps spooling more and more and more.
Oh, you did upgrade the turbos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
most people I know with 335s, they don't do upgraded turbos. Yeah. They kind of go like as far as most of them have like around 400 maybe.
Yeah.
And that's like just guessing because none of them I've ever met ever actually dynoed their car. Mm-hmm. They're just like fun.
So I've dynoed this car twice. Once when I was like full bolt-ons but stock turbo. I was running like a E60 tune, but I had like all the parts. That was 450 wheel.
Wow.
And it was on a dyno jet, so I mean, take that for what you will. But I don't know, like the place like just seemed a little sketch to me. So
the dyno spot.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
You didn't trust the numbers.
Yeah, not really. But like, sort of, I was expecting more like 425. So it's like, I think it just read significantly higher. And like, looking at the numbers other people were getting, they're like, yeah, it seems like it might just read a little bit high, but not like a lot. It was like maybe like 5% or something, so.
But the second dyno,
second dyno was actually fairly recently. It was at the beginning of January. So that was after the turbos and after I got upgraded fuel pumps and everything like that. And those are the videos I sent you. Made 625/625, 625/630, and then the map we're on now, which is sort of the 23 psi map I mentioned to you.
Yeah.
That made 550, 520.
Let's go. The motor's gonna blow, dude.
Yeah, it's still fucking fast. Like,
so is 650 like max boost that you can run like without blowing the engine or something, or was that?
No, I mean it's just we haven't pulled out sort of all the stops to get all the horsepower. Like, could get better intakes, could get better intercooler, could like, probably push like a little bit more with the tune and stuff like that. So
what's the goal for the car? Like, you want to just fun street car, or you want?
Yeah, it's a fun daily. It'd be cool to have a 10-second daily, but we'll see.
Oh my god! I'm really interested in the transmission. I was just wiggling it before in neutral.
Yeah,
it's really smooth.
Yeah, it's stock. Haven't even replaced the bushings for the shifter.
Gotcha. At 107,000 miles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, original train. Like, never touched the bushings, never touched shift boot, nothing.
When did you buy the car?
53,000.
You said that was 2 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
And you put on 50,000 miles.
Yeah. All your stuff ready?
Yeah. Oh my god! Does this thing shoot flames?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I wanted you to drive it first like this, just so I could watch your feet, watch the way you shift. Do you redline the car usually, or you short shift a little bit?
I short shift like 3 300 RPM, so it's not like a lot, but well, I mean, like actually, like peak torque's like in the middle of the rev range, so you want to maintain like average torque, the maximum average torque for multiple shifts. So to get that peak torque, you need to shift a little bit early. So a lot of the stock cars, people will shift at like 5,500, like way past red line, or way under red line. I mean,
it's funny. Like if I was this guy, right, I would have been eyeballing you way down. Like, no, nice car, man. Because I don't see that stuff much. Well, you have the classic service engine soon light.
Yeah, it's O2s.
Is it really like usually an O2 center? Because I feel like when people
I have
sell
catalyst downpipes.
Oh, okay. All right, we have to talk about mods after. Oh yeah, whatever.
So yeah, the mod list on the car, right? Sort of already mentioned how the airbox and like air has been like relocated to the turbo side on the passenger side. So those are upgraded inlets from MMP. I also have MMP stage 3 turbos. I have a
stage 3
MMP, dude, fuck the stage of shit. But the also MMP outlets, so air coming into and leaving the turbo is all MMP.
Gotcha.
The intercooler is a ETS 7-inch intercooler. It's not like a step design, which is sort of something unique to like BMWs, but because the intercooler is like short but really thick, which is not ideal. But then coming up the other side, we've got VRSF, which is really big in the sort of BMW and Mustang communities.
I've seen a lot of VRSF.
So we got a VRSF charge pipe and tile blow-off valve.
I've seen the charge pipe off of the stock 335. It's like plastic.
It is plastic. No, they break all the time.
It's so dumb.
So every time I talk to someone with a N5X motor, I'm like, yo, you got to replace that charge pipe. I don't care if you're running stock boost and you don't plan to mod the car. Spend the $300 and get one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because no, like my friend had an N55 and it was stock, and he blew up the charge pipe in 5 hours from here, right?
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. So like he was like stranded, and it was like on a weekend. So like the dealers like only open one day, and like they don't have the part, and so like basically he was under warranty, so they just gave him a loaner and they replaced it. But like I think we took a look at the new one and it had like a small like hairline crack in it already, and it's like
that's crazy, man. What kind of exhaust are you running?
We have VRSF downpipes, so no catalytic converters at all, because Florida we don't have emissions, which is sick. Have a actually stock exhaust, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, the BMW exhaust like is really really good. It's 2.5 pretty much all the way back. The only section is you put some resonators in the where the secondary catalytic converters are, because it's a total of 4.
Okay.
So downpipes have 2, and then the mid pipes also have 2. So those were replaced with resonators to make it sound a little bit better. And then the muffler has a bunch of material in it. So if you just cut the muffler open, you can just rip it out. And there's the perforated pipe, and we just replaced that with a real pipe.
Okay.
So
you just did,
and then weld it back up, and oh yeah, we also have like exhaust tips. Just but no, I actually got the exhaust from a buddy because he was going back to stock to sell his. There are people running like 800 on the stock motor.
I've seen 850. Would you ever go that high, or?
To be honest, this is too fast for it. Like, so I've got Federal 595 RSRR tires on the back, and if it's cold, might spin a little bit in third.
What size are they?
So they're 265 in the back, 17s with like a pretty big sidewall, which should help it hook. And they're like a 140 tread wear, so it's like already like traction is just a huge issue in this chassis generally. So like I've seen people run like 305s still have issues with traction. So it's just
that's huge. This thing never left you stranded, has it? Never left you stranded?
For sure it has.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were one of those one lucky guys with that story like, it's great, it's never been unreliable, it's been perfect.
It's definitely been unreliable. But That's why I call it lucky.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just super unreliable, but I mean, like, I do daily, and so it's reliable enough, if that makes sense.
This would be a sick daily if it was known to be reliable. I think this would be the best car you can buy.
It's reliable now, but
that's true.
It's taken a lot of time and money to get it there.
You ever had any issues with like performance? Like anything related to performance with your upgraded turbos, like after doing all the mods? You ever had
actually,
any,
yeah, one of the turbos broke a fin off. Yeah, so giant fucking smoke clouds out the back, and like it was on this non-aggressive tune, this 23 psi tune.
Yeah.
So, but no, I definitely have raced this car, and I did more racing when I was stock turbo, to be honest. And like, yeah, I mean, it'll eat up bigger cars. Like, have taken down like, you know, some small supercharged Mustangs, SRT8s,
nice.
are chump change, STI Evos,
all the good cars.
C5 Z06 and C6 Z06s. Thing gets down because it's just torque from 2,500 to like 5 grand. It's like all over 500 or around 500. It's like, what more you fucking need? Like,
it's true.
You know, we're running fully 85 because we have a Evolution of Speed aftermarket intake manifold. So we have additional port injection because the stock direct injectors seem to tap out around 550 wheel. So,
okay.
I mean, that's the map we're on now, but we just have an excess of fueling, which is a good problem to have.
So you run 23 psi pretty much like every time?
Yeah.
That's like the, okay.
Yeah. I have pump gas tunes, but I don't really use them. Like, I can just not drive this aggressively and be fine.
That blow-off sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's
is that like an aftermarket one, or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a Dyno, because these come with diverter valves stock,
Okay.
so they don't make that sound all stock.
Were you the one that said like, you ever driven a Supra? This is pretty much the same. You said that, right?
I did, because I've been in Supras and I've driven this. I'm like, well.
I don't know, man. There's something about 3 pedals and actually growing the gears yourself.
Yeah.
Like there's no replacement. Like
There's no replacement for fun, but.
Passenger.
I mean,
you told me you let people learn stick in this thing?
Yeah.
In this car.
In that nuts?
Like this setup.
Yeah.
You got...
Dude, they're... Like, I know them. Like, they're long-term friends.
Okay.
And, like, they're never going over 3, right? Like,
yeah,
they're not...
I'm sure they're not doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I honestly, like, it kind of hurts me a little bit to do this to anybody's car. My own, anybody. But then again, like...
It's a sports car. Drive it like a sports car.
You build it like this for a reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you don't build it so you stay at 1,500 RPM all the time, you know? So, you know, people ask to get rides occasionally, and I'll do second, third, fourth, right? Because that's most of the gears. And and I typically just let off at 100. Because they're like, oh fuck, and then I'm like, and that's 100.
Do you ever have people like come up next to you, like when you're driving, and they're like, you know, like they're like do they want to race you or something, or maybe not around here?
I mean, sometimes, you know, and it typically just like highway pulls and stuff.
Gotcha.
Happens.
You smoke a lot of them, like you just blow them out of water.
Dude, like I was telling you, like on stock turbo, this was killing V8s. Like vets, like sort of the ultimate like V8 car, right? Is a vet, and it's like, yeah, like. But no, I remember when I was like stage 1 tune only, I see a brand new 2016 STI, and like it had a cop badge and stuff, and I'm like, let's go. And it was just like, it wasn't even fun. Like, a lot of racers around here call it puppy kicking.
This thing is really good, man. It feels planted, it's firm, but it's like smooth.
So
like
it starts to get floaty for sure.
Oh my god, did I?
Happens.
No way,
anyway,
dude.
Oh, by the way, it gets to 140 real quick. Like even stock turbo, it's not like a lot of cars hit a wall at like 110, you know what I mean? And this thing just pulls all the way to like the 155 limiter out here.
Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I know the audio was complete garbage. So what happened was I had used 2 GoPros only to film, which is why you saw only 2 angles. So I was just trying out new ways of filming. I was in Florida for a couple of days and I did all these cars day after day after day, and this is all pre-recorded footage that I'm now editing and putting out for you. I just want to add that I think I have a video or a style of video that will be persistent with the next few cars that I do, and if you guys like it, let me know. The next video is something on the side of the JDM style of things, so I think you guys would like that. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up. If you have any constructive criticism, leave it down below. I hope you guys enjoyed Andrew's 335 as much as I did. It was definitely an eye-opening experience to manual BMWs, 500 plus horsepower BMWs, and of course N54 BMWs. I had a lot of fun. Andrew, if you're watching, man, thank you so much again for letting me drive your car. It was a lot of fun. It was great meeting you, man. I can't wait to hang out with you again sometime. And yeah, this has been Mike with MaxSpeed, and I'll catch you guys next video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. My Instagram and all that stuff is down below, and I'll catch you guys next video. And remember, don't forget to live life at max speed.